Jurassic World, Evolution, Elite Dev on State of Gaming. David Braben is the rare example of a video gaming luminary who has managed to continue to contribute to the medium over the course of 3 decades. Creator of the seminal game Elite in 1984, he founded Frontier Developments in 1993 and has contributed to a wildly varied group of titles, from Rollercoaster Tycoon, Kinectimals, Zoo Tycoon, 2013's Runaway Kickstarter success Elite, Dangerous, and just this week, Jurassic World, Evolution. At this year's E3, Braben sat down with Variety to discuss the ways the games industry has changed and how Frontier has managed to survive and even thrive as other studios buckle under skyrocketing budgets and changing platforms, and where he thinks the future of games may go as the decade unfolds. Jurassic World, Evolution came out this week, which is interesting timing, since most games won't get away with releasing during E3. I love doing things that you're not supposed to. It's probably helpful that you've got a good co-marketing thing happening, with a movie launching at the same time. You started this console generation with Zoo Tycoon on Xbox One, and this is a logical progression of what that was doing, and this show has seemed like a sort of indication of a mature console generation. What are your thoughts after having done so much this generation, having spread development around so many platforms? What's your read on the state of the industry right now? Related and number 039 Beyond Blue and number 039, takes players to the bottom of the sea and, well, Beyond and number 039 Call of Cthulhu and number 039, a beguiling take on cosmic horror. Well, I think we've got into quite a good place. One of the things from a development point of view is that there haven't been any really big changes, outside of changes to the business model, which hasn't been particularly disruptive to us. I think even the last couple of console generations haven't been as challenging to the industry as they have in the past. The hardware that's in both of the current consoles is basically PC hardware, running different operating systems, so it's much easier now than it was before for them to revise the hardware. You look at the launch of the Xbox One X and PlayStation 4 Pro, they were both pretty seamless, partly because they were both based on the same hardware, so there weren't huge development costs to make that happen. And so from a development perspective, there's a lot of commonality in approach. It's much easier to do cross-platform support. I think from an industry point of view that's really healthy. It's good for Microsoft, it's good for Sony, and I think it's good for PC. It means you get much more economy of scale. So the mid-generation hardware refreshes haven't presented a particular development challenge. They've presented more of an opportunity. We support 4K in our games already, so it's not hard to add it. And I've been very impressed with what those platforms can do, particularly the Xbox One X. Frontier has pursued divergent platform strategies and business models. You've done console-exclusive development with Xbox, you've done early access games as a service with Elite, Dangerous, and now you've done a fairly large licensed game in an era where licensed games are increasingly uncommon. Has it been important for Frontier to broaden its portfolio, or has that come naturally? Over time we've had a very broad portfolio anyway. If you look at our games, they're all quite different from each other. If you compare Elite, Dangerous with Rollercoaster Tycoon 3, with Kinectimals and Disneyland Adventures, they're all very different kinds of games. But I think we always push hard on the quality, and we always use our own engine, and all of those things give us quite an advantage. And if you look at the games we're doing now, we're doing things we feel have an opening. We're not going head-to-head with other people necessarily. Planet Coaster was the nearest, because Rollercoaster Tycoon 3 was still around, but we shipped that in 2004. So by the time we shipped Planet Coaster, Rollercoaster Tycoon was 12 years old, but still selling. So I think that alone is testament to how good it is, but we knew we could do so much better, and Planet Coaster did very well for us. I think what's happened is the move to self-publishing has really liberated us. And the fact that Universal came to